on the Monte. Been doing a little bit of tinkering since I acquired the last video, the last segment of video anyway, and this is where I'm at. I've stripped a little bit of the paint, just kind of looking what it was going to be like underneath. It flaked off so easy. I was just going at it with a razor blade and it was just peeling right off. You can see it was taking it right down to the original paint pretty easy. Not really my intention to get down to original paint. It was just, you know, that was going to have to come off anyway, so I was just flaking at it. But I had to do a few other things. I had to pull the dash out to fix the speedometer. Speedometer wasn't working, so I took the dash out, took the speedometer out, and lubed that so it wouldn't squeal so bad, and just wanted to make it drivable. I actually took it to a car show here locally and showed it off in its raw state. Got a lot of really good feedback. People really liked the dusty, dirty look. I mean, I didn't even change the hoses. The hoses were old and crusty. Left all the dust in the engine compartment. You know, inside the trunk is just rusty as all get out, right? Holes everywhere. My driving it the first time actually gummed up the entire fuel system. Carburetor got gunged up. It fouled plugs. It was pretty nasty. So I abandoned the tank. It was just so tarred up that it wasn't worth it. So $140, put a new tank in it. Boom goes. You can see the trunk pan that I'm going to use for a place. It's actually a 3-piece, so the wings on either side in the center section. So I'll have to cut out the old, put in the new. I got a package tray, rear package tray for the back that is just completely rotted. So this tray had rotted so bad under here that the supports and everything holding it up are actually all rotted. So I got to take and cut those supports out, which is what I'm waiting on now. Those haven't come in. One side was good, one side was just completely toast, but I'm going to replace them both at the same time. If I'm in there cutting, I might as well do it right. A few things I ordered a new license plate holder. I'm going to have a little while to worry about that, but I don't have to worry about that right away. But I wanted to get an update out so I could keep the interest going. More just to keep me motivated than anything. If I'm thinking there's somebody waiting on some progress, maybe I'll get off my butt and get out here and start working. One thing I failed to point out in the first video, I don't know if it was just my oversight, but there's some pretty sizable holes here in this panel. So I'm going to take and I'm going to cut it about there across here, and I'm going to replace that whole piece just with some sheet metal rather than replace the whole quarter. Save some money, save some time, and just replace that section. Won't take a whole lot of bending to get that done. I know I've gotten some feedback on these turbine wheels, but I kind of like the torque thrust wheels. What do you guys think? Probably go with a bigger tire under there. I think that's like a 235/60 15 and up. I'm gonna try and fit like a 265/55, maybe a 265/60. I don't know what will fit. And get rid of these. These are S10 truck tires that I got for free from a friend, but they served its purpose for getting it rolling and seeing if I could make this thing drivable. Gonna be a couple things. Gonna be a project for my son and I to kind of get together on. You can see him, he's over there taking advantage of the afternoon. It'll be a project for the two of us. What I wanted to do was share a little bit in this video of why this car is special. So this car is special to me for a couple reasons. It was a longtime friend's original car, right? He bought it brand new in '71, but it's got a connection to a previous job for me. It's got a connection to a lot of friends that I made there. It was originally an employee of the Desert Proving Grounds in Mesa, Arizona, and they had a program there, long-running program that was a vehicle purchase program for employees, and this vehicle was, for lack of better terms, an evaluation vehicle for a predefined period of time. And at the end of that period of time or mileage that it got on it, it could be purchased by the employees. So my good friend, he put in to purchase this vehicle, and he did. So it's got that tie to the proving grounds. Fast forward from 1971, about 25 years or so, 24 years, and I went to work there in the mid-90s, from 1995 to the year 2000. So I got to spend a little time out there. My uncle also spent some time out there from 1969 to 1989, which would have been right in this car's heyday. He may have even driven the car or seen the car. I'm sure he did, because he was good friends with my friend as well. So it kind of has that tie to me that makes it special. Then to find out here recently, actually after posting the first video, that one of our co-workers out there was the person that actually had his hand in rebuilding this engine. So sometime in the 80s, I don't know when, I want to get some info from him, but sometimes back in the 80s they pulled this engine out, and the word that I got was that they not only rebuilt it but stroked it, so made a 383 out of it and did some head work, stuff like that, put the headers on, put a manifold on it, just some go fast goodies on it at the time. And he got back and said, yeah, I remember doing that, when I was just a youngster, and it was a screamer, right? It ran great. And then he also said that another guy that worked at the Proving Grounds was known for his head work, his porting work. So he had actually worked over these heads and flowed the heads. So, the thing loves to rev, it likes to run. It's got a mild cam in it, so it lopes nice too. But mostly just likes to run. It just revs good. So I haven't tested the power a whole lot. I've got some pretty ratty tires on here, so I didn't want to get stranded or do any more damage to the car by blowing out a tire. But I felt it was important to share why this car is important to me. I want to get it to where it's obviously in restored condition, but more immediate future, I want to get it to where it's a good, reliable driver, and take my friend for a ride in it. Right? It's been 37 years at this point since he'd ridden in the car, maybe even longer, because this car was parked in 1987, and he wasn't the primary driver of the car at that time. It was his son. So I just think it would be a fun thing to do. He's in his mid-80s, and I'd get him out and take him for a ride, take him and get a burger or something, just go cruising. It drives great. It goes down the road straight. It's got good power. It actually doesn't drink a whole lot of gas, so it gets good fuel economy. Just got to make it reliable. Like I said, I got a few projects here, which I'm gonna get set up to take some better video of while I'm working. Get some video of the actual replacing of like these body panels, the trunk panel. I missed out on a good opportunity to get some good video of the brake work that I had done, the carburetor, the tune-up. I put plugs and wires and distributor in and all this stuff, and I didn't get video coverage of it. Really not expecting to do a YouTube out of this, but I think it's going to be good for motivating me, right? So that's kind of my motivation for doing this YouTube thing. You can see this from this angle. You can see how this trim is so rotted it didn't even have anything to hold on to anymore. So I got to get that trim out, get that window out, get started on making those repairs. But drop a comment and let me know what you think, what direction you think I should go, what color I should, think about doing paint, what you think of these wheels versus the turbines. These turbines were pretty cool back in the 70s. What do you think of those? Should I color match those and stay with those, or go with those torque thrusts? These would obviously need to be refurbed to polish them up. But just let me know what you think, and what kind of content you want to see from this channel. If you want to see some hands-on, get dirty, get in, cutting these panels out, fitting new ones in. And see, there's a fair bit that's going to be done. I gotta cut in a patch there. I got an entire interior to worry about. Right, I got probably put covers on the seats, even though these aren't horrible right now. I'll eventually probably cover them. I've got carpet kit on the way, so I'm going to put a new carpet kit. This carpet kit was mostly just crusty, but floor pan's really solid underneath. Headliner, you can see the headliner was pretty bad. The roof was pretty bad. I got to do some rust remediation there. I was thinking about treating all that rust, getting rid of the rust, and then to spray it with like an etching primer and something thick. I was thinking like a bed liner, covering or coating on there, just to give it some rigidity so that it would not oil can so bad when you're going down the road. It oil cans and creates some booming inside of the car. But anyway, as promised, just wanted to get back with a video. I'm gonna try and do this probably on a weekly basis, give an update, get a video a week, just try and be consistent about it. Again, throw those likes in there, comments, subscribe. From everything I know about YouTube, that's supposed to help. Anyway, I appreciate the support already. I know I've gotten a lot of views just in the last couple of days of releasing the last video. 500-600 views. Not maybe a big deal for some, but big deal for me that there's that many people that were interested in watching it. And then a handful of subscribers already, 12 or 13 subscribers, something like that, just in the last couple of days. So I appreciate that. That's it for now. Thanks.